They really bring out the best in each other. I've never seen Tris happier. And so with that, I'll just say to Chris and Tris, we love you both so much.
Cheers.
Good evening, everybody. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Good evening, everybody.
Hey.
We'd like to welcome you all here tonight and thank Chris and Tris for inviting all of our friends and family to share this big day. For those of you who don't know us, my name is Dave. And I'm Scott. And we're the youngest, and wiser of the Hobson boys. This evening, we've been asked to give a brief champagne toast. And honestly, we were a little bit surprised and honored when Chris would bestow such a great honor upon us. As if you know either of us. You know, we're not the best at being on time, present, prepared, dressed, or responsible. And yet somehow, both of us and Chris are here. It's funny. Miracle. Us, not Chris. But when a man really has nothing else to worry about, he just goes off and gets married. We also know that even if we had tried, we wouldn't have been able to keep Chris away. We're here this evening as part of our responsibilities to be best men. And we're each here representing the category of best man. And then we're both pretty awesome. It would seem there's only one best man, and that would be Chris. But tonight is not just about Chris, but Chris and Tris. And Tris, you look beautiful as always. Over the past 5 years, we've seen our young man grow into a beautiful butterfly.
Press that line.
Dude, speech. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a run. I'm sorry, I apologize. No, we're really here to talk about Tris and Chris and how you guys got to this wedding day. A few years more and more about his love of post-collegiate intramural sports. We thought this was a little strange. Don't get us wrong, we love sports. But we found it odd that Chris was playing every day, and then he started to come to New York a little bit less. There's something you need to know about Chris in sports. He's a guy who has a history of spectacular injuries and these kind of things. He's pretty athletic, but some of the best memories we've had were Chris getting injured. The time he fell out of a tree and broke his arm. The time he... Yeah, both. The time he shattered his leg playing soccer. Thanks, Chris. We got cable out of that one. The time he chipped his tooth, broke his wrist, broke his collarbone, broke his finger. You kind of get the idea. Started to get the idea the reason he was making less trips was because the doctor wouldn't let him out of his sight. On one such trip, we found out the real reason for his passion for softball. After a polite conversation about the quality of pizza and bagels in Boston, Chris mentioned Tris. And for a while, all we heard were stories. But from the moment we first met Tris, we understood Chris's passion for intramural sports. We are a very close, a very loud, and some would say opinionated family. We speak in our own language of family memories and inside jokes. For better or for worse, we're kind of a hard circle to break into. But Tris, from the moment we met you, we knew you were family. Your quiet confidence, natural patience, generous laughter, sharp wit, and easygoing manner made you part of the family. Chris was once like us, unorganized, late, discombobulated, but Tris has molded him into the man that you see today. And we know it's been a struggle. And he's still a work in progress. but you've made Chris into a better person and a better man. There's a story from when we were all younger that involves Chris, an axe, a glass jar filled with pennies. To make a long story short, Chris always gets excited by very shiny things. And he thought the only way to get these shiny pennies was to break the glass jar. Unfortunately, he did break the glass jar with the axe. And in the meantime, cut his foot. He got injured again. This time he knew he had done something wrong, and he tried to hide. The trail of blood finally showed my mother to where Chris was hiding.
Chris has grown from a young boy who gets injured to a grown man that gets injured. The difference is that Chris no longer waits for our mother to come and console him.
Now he comes home to Tris in physical therapy.
But we know our brother, and we know what makes him truly happy. We know that when he's sharing time with Tris, whether it's watching the Browns game,
Listening to music,
feeding the cats,
playing softball, or just being Chris, he's filled with an incredible sense of peace and love when he's with Tris.
so we'd like to be the first to officially welcome you to the Hobson family.
You're here.
May the road rise up to meet you.
May the wind be ever at your back.
May the sun shine warm upon your face.
The rain fall soft upon your fields.
And may you be in heaven.
A half hour before the devil knows you're dead.
Here.
Now, if everyone would join us for dinner, we're at the table. Cheers.